Hey everyone, this is Molly Zapata with the Fall Rome class of 2021, and it is my pleasure to give y'all some travel tips today for your upcoming Fall Rome semester. I'm really happy for you guys that you'll have a full Fall Rome semester. This is big news. So I'm just going to be pretty blunt and fire through these. If you want more detail, come and find me. But I have 7 tips for you. The first one is travel in small groups. You'll find that your long weekends will be much more efficient, much more fun. When you are traveling in a small group, you'll be able to accomplish more things on your itinerary and see the things that you've been waiting to see because you're not, lugging around a big whole conspicuous group of American college kids with you. Tip number 2 is have a set itinerary and do your research. Some people might have this romantic idea of wandering the Roman streets at night, and while that's good and holy and wonderful, you should reserve some wandering street nights. You should set some of those aside. You will regret not making an itinerary and doing your research, because if you don't do it, you won't realize that there's a Caravaggio waiting around the corner that you missed. Tip number 3 is get some sleep. This is one of Dr. Wegemer's biggest pieces of advice, and it's probably the hardest to fulfill on the Rome semester. There is no other experience that you've had yet that will remind you so much of the fact that you are human and that you need sleep. I would actually take 8-minute naps between my classes. I hope you're not in a position in which you need to do that, but you might be. So naps are good, and catch up on sleep on the class trips, because you'll have a curfew actually to be back in the hotels at a certain time, and that's actually a great time to catch up on sleep, and I would highly recommend. Tip number 4 would be don't spend all of your money on your first long weekend. As a Fall Rome class, you will probably have worked over the summer to earn money to spend, and so the first long weekend you'll feel like your wallets are just overflowing with cash, but I promise you by midway through the semester they won't be, so try to conserve all of that money to get you through the semester. Spend roughly between like 300 to 400 euro a long weekend. That's pretty reasonable, and it might sound like a lot to you now, but that's an expected amount to spend. And the next tip I have for you is take advantage of the silent retreat that's offered in November. That's usually following the Northern Italy trip. Might be different each year, but that's a great time to reflect on the semester's gifts and its graces. There will be silence. Obviously, it is a silent retreat. That should be a given. And Italy is not a very quiet nation, but you'll find that this is a very peaceful retreat center where you'll be able, along with the sacraments, to reflect on all of the semester's gifts. And in terms of school, you will find that your grades will fall faster and harder than you were expecting them to. And I encourage you to keep your grades up, to keep studying hard, to really read on the buses and on the trains and on the airplanes, to maintain a schedule. It can be done. It really can be done. I had some friends who really kept their grades up in Rome. I struggled a bit. I'm just giving you the honest truth here. And the course, the whole semester is designed around the courses too. So know that they are very valuable to the Rome experience. And staying on top, especially if you're West Civ, will really contribute to your Greece trip. And finally, have a cheery attitude. No one likes to travel with a grump. I could be a grump sometimes, and you'll surprise yourself with your mood swings. But if you just stay cheery and keep a positive attitude, you will boost the morale of your travel mates, and everyone's bound to have a much better time. Thanks for listening. I really wish I could tell you so much more, and I wish you all the best, and happy travels, guys.